Welcome back to another action figure review. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at the new Mattel Masterverse Masters of the Universe Revelation Scareglow action figure. This action figure has 30 points of articulation, and this is the packaging that it comes in. This is the basic version of Scareglow. If you missed out on the exclusive from the Mattel Creations website, that pretty much sold out instantly. The packaging is a big window box. It has the Masters of Universe Revelations logo at the bottom. It does show the Netflix logo there on the top right. It's a pretty decent looking box. So let's go take a look at the back. Here on the back of the box, we do have the very nice artwork that we're starting to become used to from the Mattel Masterverse line. I think he looks fantastic in almost like an attack position with some of his magic surrounding him. Here on the back of the packaging, it does have a bio, so I'll go ahead and bring that forward so you guys can pause and read that on your own time. I'll hold that for like 3 to 5 seconds so you have an opportunity to pause so you can read the bio on the back of the packaging. On the bottom of the packaging, it does have the other 3 figures that are available in Wave 3. Mephisto, Andra, and Stinkor. Pretty nice. Looks really good. On the side of the packaging, we see a nice photo of Scareglow also. It looks amazing for a toy packaging. You can simply open these packages up and take the figure out and put it back in. They're collector friendly. All you have to do is really cut the top piece of tape. I'll show you that when we look at the top of the packaging. And slide them out, take them out, and you put them back in, pretty easily. So on this side of the box, we have the Scareglow nameplate, Evil Ghost of Skeletor. Nice faded out black that looks really, really cool. Here on the bottom, it has a lot of legal information. No one really looks at except for the UPC. So, what's important here is the UPC. This helps you find it in the wild. You maybe like Target, you can call and see if they have any if you're looking for this figure. Here on top of the box, we just have the Masterverse. Like I said here, I cut the tape already just so it would be easy for us because I wanted to show you. Just inside the flap, we have By the Power of Grayskull. That's a pretty nice little, I guess kind of a little Easter egg because you open up, you don't expect to see that. So that's pretty cool. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take Scareglow outside the packaging and take a look at him. So if you're interested, here is the backdrop inside the packaging. It's just a brick wall, it's different shades of gray and white. But it's a pretty cool backdrop. Alright, here is Scareglow released from the packaging. It looks really good. I think it's pretty much similar. It's the same figure as the Masters Creations version. This is a little different on the glow-in-the-dark features, and obviously doesn't have the wire in his cape, but that was a whole disaster if you were one of the unlucky ones like me that was in line for one. And when I got to check out, it said it instantly sold out, which is, very frustrating. So it's not too bad now that it actually gave us one in the main line. But, the packaging was beautiful. We got the extra little accessories. But other than that, the figure is pretty much the same buck with the very little simulations. And you pay half the price. So it's pretty good. I'll try to see if my figure glow in the dark. It's very light, so I'm not going to be able to show you how. It's not very bright, so how it works. It doesn't really pick up on the camera at all, so one won't be able to show that. It does glow in the dark, but it's not, very well illuminated. So basically, but he does have a very nice head sculpt. The black eyes. We have some of the black cracks in his skull there. Black features to bring it out. Looks really cool. Unfortunately, you do see a pig inside the head, but I guess that's the nature for this overall aesthetic. This very large cowl over his shoulders here. This silver strap. You can see his yellow bones painted on the buck, and also on the arm with purple gauntlet. This arm is the same. He does have a very nice soft cape. Frayed up at the bottom. Very nice. Give it some appeal, I guess. It is quite large. Fits the character perfectly. And it kind of stays out a little bit without the wire itself, so not a big deal. We do have his loincloth here. His purple belt. We do have the bones painted onside his legs there. It's just a nice feature, even though it is covered up by this plastic piece. A little bones here you can see inside of the, it's below the knee there. It's just a nice feature. We have the gray here around his knee pads. I'm not really, I guess it's really not a knee pad. I mean, it comes up to the knee almost. So, if you still bent a knee, you might be able to stick somebody with those if you're in battle, if you would like, basically. We have these are kind of like metal flick boots. Pretty cool. There's 2 peg holes in his feet. I really wish Mattel started adding stands for these guys. But, you know, I'm not even sure why we would need them, but it'd be nice just to have, if you have one of those homes to where if you walk across the floor, stuff falls over. But they stand really well by themselves, so there's really not much, you know, to worry too much on that part. So let's go ahead and start taking a look at the articulation of the head. He does look down. Up, not too much. We're back to stationary, but a lot down. Very cool. Not much side to side there. It does have a rotation. It's not a ball joint like the other figures, but obviously it's hindered by this back piece here. For the arms on a ball joint all the way around. Not too bad. It'd go up about this much. He has double jointed elbows, which gives you beyond 90 degrees on both arms. His wrists do rotate 360, and I believe he has the, yeah, they have the in and out like this on their wrist. On both of them. Yeah. So we have a little rocker here. It's nice how they have the undercarriage of the stomach, I guess, painted to, because once you move it, it will, you can see it, you know, come out to where it's actually there. It makes more sense for aesthetically. And then back, he has some extra spine or cord showing through. Over crunch. There is a waist swivel, 360 all the way around. Now it's going to be hard to see with these, but there is a thigh cut. So there are thigh rotations there. And then they have a slice here on the side, so you can get his legs to protrude through there a little bit. Not as much as the other figures, but you know what's expected. So even sitting is going to be definitely be a, this is softer, but not as soft as it looks. So you're really not going to get much for sitting for Scareglow. Unless you want to force something that may give you plastic wear. You don't want to do that. He does have a double jointed knee, but we do have this back piece here that's going to definitely get in our way. It kind of almost wants to go down inside the joint whenever you're doing it. So if you can pull that up some, it's just going to be a hassle there. So, but the joints are there. They're just hindered a good bit. For the ankles, we do have rotation 360. They do pivot down and up. And I believe there's a boot rotation right here also. Yes, you can turn it all the way around. So that'll help you out with some poses. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and get Scareglow cleaned up. And I will get around to showing you the accessories that he comes with. But before we get started on the accessories, I point this out in all the Masterverse videos. But I wanted just to keep reiterating this because I'm afraid that, you know, I hate to see a collector break one of their figures because figures are so hard to get anymore. This bicep is a pin into that ball shoulder. You want to be very careful with that because if you put a lot of pressure here, it's going to be on that basically that peg. Try to, you know, find your joint there, get a hold of the ball, and then push your arm down. That way you don't break anything. Because I have a bad feeling if you put too much torque on that, you're going to break it. And I just want to share that, you know, that little bit of information. That way you guys don't happen to accidentally break something. So with that being said, here's his accessory. He doesn't have much in accessories. Basically just has this trident, maybe. Classic Scareglow. All one color. I really wish we had some paint here on the blade. That would have been really cool. Maybe on the spikes here. Back of the shaft. It had definitely brought this out. And gave it more life. It would have been really nice. Maybe if you don't care about customizing your figures, you can throw some paint on there. Seal it up. And then you can have a little more of a featured piece. Here's a nice comparison on how long this trident is. It's pretty cool. It's actually taller than the figure. It holds it really nicely. Looks really cool. So I guess we're going to do it in the video. We might as well do it now. Let's get a 360 look at the character. See if we can get a double hold on this thing. Well, we don't really have to at this point. Kind of holds it with one hand anyway. So here's the side of him. So here's the back. And that part on the side. And here is pretty much the figure. Different angle. Top of the head. Very cool. It's a very nice figure. Very cool figure. The other accessories that it comes with is the alternate set of hands. And that's basically follows the same paint scheme. We have a fist hand with the skull painted on it yellow. And then we have more of an opening force choke looking hand, I guess. Very cool. So, yeah, that's about it. These retail for $22 to $23.99 at, various online stores and obviously in your Walmarts or Targets. That's what they should be, sold for. Anything more than that, you're basically on the secondary market. But these are relatively available right now as of this video. On most popular toy sites. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and share the video. I'd really appreciate that. It helps support the channel. And thanks for watching. And we'll see you in our next review.